Okay, so we got Acorn and Bolts. We got the, not double Terminator skin, but I'm not seeing Josh and Zoe. Oh no, Josh and Zoe are close on the bus path. Okay, Clicks and Higgs doing their usual job. Acorn going for top chest, but it does spawn. Top chest. Acorn gets it. Doesn't get slaughtered, but he gets the gun. I thought he had the gun taken. Yomzo spins around in circles. Josh has nothing. It is a clean win for Acorn Bolts. They both win their ones. Josh is just, he's going to try and get away, but it's just a Kovacs course. Acorn and Bolts with the clean 1-0. So the way this spawn fight plays out, if you guys haven't been watching his scrims and tournaments, 2 players will drop on this chest, 1 from each team, and 2 players will land on this chest, 1 from each team. And Acorn and Bolts just won both of them. They each won their one. As Veno and Curve now, let's see what their surge looks like after investing a lot of time in that lurk. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good.
Yeah, and I feel like this is, oh my gosh, Velo right there. I don't know where Savage is at, even if he's alive, but he's going for the straight thirst onto Vano. Curve's putting down pressure to try to alleviate some of it, but this is a 6 tick right now. It's 5 HP per hit right now for Curve, so he's not going to be able to save the day. And then he falls 62 below the damage threshold, quickly gaining some momentum from 4 below to 2 above. That just shows the activity of the lobby. Again, Ozzy, this is just some crazy scenes early on. I'm not sure if there's a world Curve is going to be able to get back into this game, dude.
And this is looking rough, especially for one of the favorites for the top 5 here on my list, on your list, on almost everyone's list. 124 below, 1 shot, and a very rough play here. I mean, Curve and Veno, they committed everything to that lurk play, and unfortunately, Age and Richie right now kind of sitting in no man's land. A bit worried if they make a play there. As speaking of making a play, Kanata trying to get the refresh on the loot that Peter Bomb Poyo went for, and unfortunately, Kanata is going to go down as a result.
Yeah, just unsure what happened right there. It does look exactly what you said, getting greedy, going for the elim. It wasn't even Pete and Poyo's actual elimination there. Somebody else got... Yeah, that was a great opportunity by Threats and Veer actually going after Peterbot and Poyo there while they were distracted. But they don't take the bait, or at least not too much just yet. G-Money going down, Peterbot finding another big shot right there. Poyo's going to clean it up, but they're just around every single one of these quarters. Peterbot's going to fall. Poyo immediately realizes he has to play this one as a solo, but he's going to fall. 22nd place.
Rough first game for Peter Bomb Poyo here. Clicks fans will be very happy right now because Clicks and Higgs sit
HP, so when he gets the elimination, the siphon actually matters. But Rapid's there as a solo on the other side. Seeing the loot fall, knowing he cannot collect the key single scrap, that's going to hurt as Ager's trying to climb up the mountain. He has to fight a full team up above, and Rapid's still down below.
Yeah, Rap is still in this one. Not the only solo, though. We have 4 teams, 6 players, Shadow and Virgo. They've been popping off in scrims. They are contested today, and they still might be getting this game 1 win. Scare goes down. Osid now solo. There's only 1 duo left in this lobby, and they are on the high ground. Can any of these insane solos, like Aegis, like Rapid, overthrow them? And Aegis around the corner. Now it's a 2v1. Aegis versus Shadow and Virgo. 16 builds, 4 eliminations. He has to try to go for a big performance. Big pump onto Virgo. Has that Chaos Reloader. It's a great gun, but unfortunately, it's weakest in a 1v2 situation. You only have 1 shot and 2 opponents. Can Aegis make it count? And no, he can't. 9 Elim win for Shadow Virgo. A great 2nd place for Aegis, and some of the Titans going down early here, Jacob.
Yeah, that just kind of opens up there for team.
That was a good endgame. And again, it was a lot of the teams that we maybe didn't have in our top 5, like Scare Osid, like Shadow Virgo, that are still being in that conversation, though. But again, it's worth mentioning Shadow Virgo are conned. So I think this leaderboard might look very different depending on how their spawn fight goes. But 9 Elim win. Age Richie, 5 Elim 2nd. Cold and Rapid, a 7 Elim 5th. Scare Osid, 5 Elim 4th. Light and Vlex with a 4 Elim 3rd, but Savage in 10th right now. So we got Mr. Savage and Velo off the back of a Savage solo clutch for the most part, outplacing what? Clicks and Higgs, outplacing Pete and Poyo, outplacing Curve and Veno, Reet and Harvey, Booga and Craze. I mean, W Mr. Savage and Velo.
Dude,
yeah, we
I've
got
been getting chased around by that skin lately.
I mean, on NA at least, usually it's Pete, Poyo, or Bolt who wears it. So it's a terrifying skin to see on NA or Cold sometimes. As Acorn and Bolt, we actually haven't seen this. I have not seen them fight on this side of the mountain. This is new to me. As Yomzo's getting shot potentially by Clicks right now. Yomzo taking some damage. Acorn gets down. Can he get the guns though? And Acorn gets to pickaxe him. So Yomzo gets the guns. But wait, Yomzo running away with the guns, but it doesn't matter because Bolt takes down Josh. Let's see how Bolt's won that one real quick. Bolt's shooting bodies. Bolt is shooting bodies right now.
I haven't seen that in video games in so long, dude.
I mean, that's the OG. That's the OG BM right there. As Bolt does get down. Bolt outdrops Josh pretty comfortably. And he does. No, wait a second. Josh almost gets the loot, but never mind. Bolt grabs it. So it's 2-0 right now for Acorn and Bolt. Bit of an assist there from Clicks. I wonder if there's a bit of love lost. I know Yomzo Not too big of a fan of clicks right now.
Nowhere, and still figures out a way to reunite with Pollo.
How do we end this on 100 health now? We literally got a refresh out of that. Didn't get the ammo though, so Pete has no follow-up right now. Only 9 bullets in the burst SMG. Taking shots on a Ritual and Ages. They both go to the moon. Pollo now trying to deal some damage. Pete picks up another one on the way down. Ages goes down. How is Pete pulling this off? How is it doing this right when everything looks the worst? No ammo, no material on high ground, getting challenged, and Peterbot and Pollo somehow come out on it looking better than they did before. Still no ammo though, Jacob.
Yeah, and you couldn't have written a better script, though, because look at the only other duo still alive. Arch nemesis, arch enemies. This is essentially the Avengers versus Ultron right now, but there's a Vive right now. Can play Disruptor, and oh my god, what was that? A Vive demolishing clicks. Higgs gets revenge, but it's too little, too late. He has the power gloves, but there's no power left in the tank. Higgs goes down. Peterbot and Pollo escape with a victory.
But Ages and Ritual going under the radar as well, though. That height take from Ages Richie, see them up there. So we have 148 points for Ages Richie, Aviv and Kingling. A very, very underrated duo that weren't on too many people's radar. I'm going to be honest, even after I talked about other teams that could top 5 that weren't our top 5 teams, I didn't mention Aviv and Kingling, but maybe I should have. Looking very, very good here. Oh, wait, Acorn and Bolt's going for different loot right now. They're not going for the 1-for-1 like they normally do. Acorn and Bolt's going for the loot. Acorn lands on top, gets an AR. That's really bad for Yomzo and Josh. If this is a shotgun or just a worse range weapon, this looks so different. Acorn gambles on the top chest, and the gamble pays off. Yomzo goes down. Josh, not looking too healthy right now. I do feel like that is a 3-0. But that is a bit unfortunate for Josh and Yomzo there. I'll back them up. If Acorn just gets, you know, one of the other guns in loot pool that isn't a combat assault rifle, that looks very different, you know?
Now, I still think they win it because I think they get the better of the loot landing where they landed.
Yeah. On that front side low, could definitely overtake them later if they can, but it's Curve and Veno taking a fight on Pete and Pollo. And right now, Peterbot and Pollo getting caught off guard. And they get wiped here. Curve and Veno getting a double kill, forcing Pete and Pollo with a 0-kill 18th.
Healed off, but big shots by Veno again. This man is terrorizing NA today. He has another player in his line of sight. That's Liam, but he goes down to Cold. So even with Rapid out, Cold still looking for a way to make plays. He hasn't been able to pick up the elimination just yet. Rapid still running around down below, waiting for the Siphon, trying to give the mats to Cold, but that's not going to come to fruition. And it's 2v1v1 here. And there's Cold outside of zone, trying to start his own heal off early. Curve jumps down to join the party. Madden still trying to survive. He has a Chug Jug with only 10 on it. This has Veno and Curve written all over it, but I might be talking too soon. Cold out of nowhere tries to go for a fight onto the high ground, getting Curve, getting Veno to take some ticks of the zone, but the same thing's happening to him, forcing him to drop down, clashing with Madden. He goes lights out, and now it's Curve, now it's Veno. They drop down, they take down Madden, solidify the 10 elimination victory.
Ooh, man. Wow, look at the leaderboard. 195 down to 167. Look at that. 7 teams separated by what's that? 28 elims. Elims are worth, oh, sorry, 28 points. Elims are worth 4. Like, what is that? Like 6 elims right now? Like, my gosh, it's looking ridiculous.
A little bit of a drop up after that, but like Peterbot, Pollo 109, Acorn and Bolts, even though they're 3-0 off spawn, I don't know, they're not making the games count.
Double mini-map replay bug, we love it. Right now, and ooh, wait. Yomzo has to try to get this off Bolt. If Yomzo doesn't get it, they lose. Yomzo doesn't get it, but wait, it's the Chaos. Did he only have 1 shot? He might not have got the ammo. He didn't get the ammo. Yomzo grabs the ammo. Oh my god. He only has 1 shot. What is happening? It's a pickaxe battle. Yomzo didn't get the gun, but he did get the ammo. So unfortunately, Bolt's had only 1 single shot. Right now, it's Josh versus Acorn. But Acorn from the top rope, and Yomzo's running around right now with shotgun ammo in his back pocket and no gun to use it with, but he gets the AR. He gets the pizza, has the big pods. This is the closest off spawn we've had so far, Jacob. Acorn runs.
Shockwave!
Wait, Acorn runs. Wait, does Acorn deliberately run here? He might just be disengaging to try to fight another day. I think he wasn't confident to beat Yomzo. Acorn jumps off the mountain, gets the Chug Jug. He might get the res. Bolts is playing roly-poly down the mountain. Acorn now going to try and res him in the bush. What the fuck am I watching? Box if they need to, but Veno trying to put that gold pistol to work, but it's Booger. Booger gets in onto Veno. Curve goes down. Such a good last game with the momentum, and unfortunately, Booger and Craze come knocking on the door, crashing. I shouldn't even say knocking. They kick the door down, and now Veno gets hit hard by Craze. Veno tries to eat the pizza, and that is a disastrous stop to the momentum Veno and Curve were building. That is very, very unfortunate for them.
Yeah, just for Booga Craze, I mean, that's a big confidence boost right there, taking out one of the teams.
They're one of the only duos left in this game. Clicks and Higgs have one of two duos. I think it's Muzz and Sphinx as well. 16 builds for Clicks. Higgs right now has 19, so not crazy material, but enough to work with. It's Dolzier and Ishu. No, that's the other duo. On the high ground, though, with no builds, are they going to die? Can they literally not get down? They can finally drop as Cooper keeps tarping out here. Cooper goes down to Virgo. Virgo pushing his lead even further forward. Virgo is playing unbelievable Fortnite today.
Yeah, but those are an issue. They have the win condition right now with the chugs, but no, the curse is real. Virgo out of nowhere. This just shades of when they won that game, but they go down, and out of nowhere, Clicks and Higgs storm the front lines.
3 elimination winners. Not the crazy pop-off for the elims they needed, but Clicks and Higgs, they bided their time. They went low ground. They picked the best game to not go high ground. All of the games on high ground before this have felt free. I saw Vico in my chat, or no one goes for hide on NA. Well, Peterball and Poyo flipped the script, but Clicks and Higgs, they already had the script. They decided to go low ground, and man, did it pay off. Lowest leaderboard, Shadow Virgo 263. Then we have Clicks Higgs 245, Age Ritual 228, Scare Sid 206, Cold Rabbit 198. This is still anyone's game right now. 2 games to go. Anyone could take this.
Yamza's going a different route. Bolts is all the way south, Acorn and Josh together, and then Yamza's like far up.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, they are kind of splitting this one as well. So Yomzo and Josh are going for the house, I believe, unless they just have the wrong drop mark. No, they're going for the same thing. It's just whose drop map's better. Yomzo, no, Acorn. Looks like Acorn gets the better drop map. Bolts lands on the chest. Zoe tries to slide kick him off. He can't. Zoe loses the gun. Acorn also gets the gun. And I mean, Acorn Bolts are just looking too good right now. This is disgusting. I could not have predicted this off-spawn worse. Big one for them, but Booga, Aegis taking down one of his ex-teammates. Veno's coming out for the loot. Aegis taking him down as well. Oh my god, just a bloodbath on low ground. 12 eliminations, but some of the most duos we've seen in endgame so far today.
Oh no, this is just bad looks though, because right now, right up above them, Shadow and Virgo got separated. Virgo is still left alive by himself, but Ages of Ritual, they get to the front side of Zone, but no! Ritual goes down, the Aussie curse is real, Peterbot strikes, gets that first elimination, but Storm Sickness, and I think it's active on Peterbot. He cannot take too many ticks because he will take a massive amount of damage, but that doesn't matter. Virgo goes back, he gets revenge, big elimination there, so Clicks and Higgs on high ground, and they're the only team that is an actual duo left in the game. Virgo goes up, he gets taken down, Higgs gets the elimination, and now it's a 2v1 situation. Down below, it's Ishu by himself, and he knows he does not stand a chance. Clicks and Higgs, 326 points in a game 5.
As that put them in first, I don't think so. I was about to say Shadow Virgo just beating them out. Clicks and Higgs have 2 wins and a 2nd place, and they're still not in first. Shadow and Virgo just ahead of them, but Age and Ritual just behind them. But there's a bit of a drop down for Peterball and Poyo now. So this is going to become the big question. What's Pete going to do? There's 3 teams ahead of them right now that could win. We know Pete and Poyo normally go for the win. I think Pete actually plays normal and backs himself to have that 10 elims and turn it into a win. That was an insane solo clutch from Pete, but if you take down one of these teams, surely the other 2 still going to have a good game. So I think Pete and Poyo just have to lock in on maybe playing aggressive, but not deliberately aggressive towards one of these teams. Just key everyone and try and have the huge game to beat all 3. Ooh, no, yeah, no, but Josh Bolt, nah, they're going mountain, they're going mountain. Okay, so Josh Bolt's still going mountain. Pete is still going squibbly. Clicks and Higgs still going wonky. All right, I was right. No one's switching drops right now. Let's see. Can Acorn and Bolts have the almost flawless tournament? If they'd won that other fight outright rather than it being a split, Acorn swerving here. Yomza might be able to slide kick him though. Or the movement, wait, they don't want to slide kick each other. Whoever goes for it gets slide kick and slide kicked. Acorn gambles on winning the slide kick. It doesn't work. He runs away. Bolts right now though. Bolts takes down Josh. There is no world where Bolts wins this, right? Bolts has got 2 HP, 1 build, gets the siphon. Yomzo stops spraying. Yomzo's coming down. If Bolts gets on the material, he can win this with a shotgun. But he's out in the open. He's high and dry. Acorn's not here to help him. Yomzo needs to spray, but he has no bullets. He only has 7 bullets. Acorn's here to back him up. Yomzo goes on to lose this. Yomzo must be furious. Yomzo wins his ones, but Bolts takes down Josh and somehow goes on to win it. Good game. They needed a great game, and this is not even looking like an average game for the loadouts they have. Tyler and Kanata really have cost them potentially this Div Cup Finals win here, but I feel like this was a nice little stock increase for Tyler here, as he is actually holding his own against Peterbot and Poyo. Pete's now got 0 builds, needs to be careful. Kanata puts the ram through. Pete's got no builds, drops down. I thought he might go down to fall damage, but no. Kanata now jumps back into the box. Peterbot and Poyo get back together, but Poyo's only got 3 builds himself as well. Pete is doing everything he can right now, but Kanata and Tyler, and I'm using Kanata there a little bit loosely, Tyler has really held his own in this fight.
Yeah, the only reason why they're still alive right now is Tyler hitting big shots onto both Peterbot and Pollo. Maybe he's earning some respect from Kanata here. Maybe he just needed to get the respect. Oh my God, maybe I spoke too soon because Tyler ate that one. He ate a full shot straight to the dome. Now Kanata's 1v2 by himself. Peterbot, Pollo, he's just trying to escape, get out, but they're just bleeding through the build until they get the elimination. And now Kanata's like, bro, Tyler, you need to just play.
Virgo goes down. Shadow's now solo, 300 below, no meds, not the most material. He's trying to eat that Fizzberry grenade. It's the only thing keeping him alive right now. Shadow has to make a Hail Mary play. He can't get it. 3-3-3. He goes down. Clicks and Higgs overtake. Clicks and Higgs are now in first place, but can they hold on? 334 compared to 297. Placement has only just started kicking in. 3 sets of placement points. So if Clicks and Higgs go down too early, Peterbot and Pollo have got more than enough room to overtake it, but with all pressure on them, all eyes on them, they've been practicing this play, taking the high ground early. Can they hold it? Can they handle the pressure? A almost full chug, 1 mini. Each team right now just running on fumes, but who is going to get the big refresh to carry them over the line? Clicks goes down. They're fighting each other. It's Peterbot and Pollo. It's Clicks and Higgs. Clicks and Higgs fall on 364. Peterbot goes down. Can Pollo get the res? They've maybe done enough, but no, Peterbot goes down. It's all eyes on Pollo. They're 20 points down the leaderboard. They have to do more, Jacob.
19 or so points away. Pollo trying to close the gap. 1 build left. He has the chug, more than enough to put him in a healthy situation here. But does he have it in him? Veer on the other side. He gets taken down. 4 more points plus the placement. 357. A terror in the last game for Peterbot and Pollo. Can they keep the momentum going? Because right now, Dozier and Ishu, Muzz and Sphinx, there's so many targets in their side, and Pollo finds another one as Sphinx does go down. He's trying to get the elimination.
Can he kill Muzz?
He gets shot by Muzz. He has to back up and reposition.
That extra kill is the difference right now. It is 364 points to win, and each Elim is 4. If he gets 2 more Elims, 1 more Elim, he wins the tournament. Dolzier's there. Pollo goes in. 361. It's not going to be enough. Clicks and Higgs are going to hold on by the skin of their teeth. I don't want to call it just yet, but I'm 99% sure Pollo needed 1 more elimination or 1 more set of placements, and the Canadians have stolen the win from him. Muzz holding on also steals the win. It's a 2v2. Listen and Aloe versus Dolzier and Ishu. 340 points. Dolzier's going up, trying to close this one out in style. 340 points though. Dolzier and Ishu have skyrocketed up the leaderboard. Wait, 9 points for the win. 8 points. Wait, can Dozier and Ishu win this? No, they can't.
They can't win, but they could steal money. They could definitely steal money and get into the top 3. No. Listen and Aloe, 4 Elim win. This was crazy.
I don't want to. Did I call it wrong? Like, unless the in-game leaderboard sold. No, it didn't. It was 364 to 361. What an unbelievable finish. This is just a Div Cup. We're getting absolutely treated. Again, if you haven't followed FNCS or Fortnite in a minute, Elims are now worth 4 points. So that literally was 1 Elim away. It's not 3 points anymore. It is 4. So it wouldn't have been a tiebreak. If Peterbot and Pollo, or I should say Pollo, could have killed Muzz there, they would have won the tournament. But Clicks and Higgs, they ended stream. Well, they didn't even start stream. Click said, yo, I'm playing this off stream. I'm going to lock in. A lot of people talking a lot of smack on Clicks and Higgs, and they back it up. They win the first Div Cup finals of the season.